Good morning, dear students. Let us begin our mathematics class. Today, we will be learning about speed, distance, and time. We know some objects move faster than others. For example, aeroplane moves faster than train, car moves faster than cycle, bus moves faster than scooter. Now, we are talking about speed. In mathematics, speed is measured as the distance covered or traveled per unit time. If distance is covered in kilometers and time is in hours, then the unit of measurement of speed is kilometer per hour, or it is represented as km per hour. If the distance is in meters and time is in minutes, then speed is meter per minute or small m per minute. Speed is a measure of how quickly an object moves from one place to another. Speed is equal to distance traveled divided by the time. This is the formula. It is possible to find any of these three values using the other two values. Means if distance is given and time is given, we can find speed. If other two given and one we have to find out, then we can find the third value. We can understand this with this triangle. See this D, S and T. We know D is for distance, S for speed, T for time. Now what this triangle tells? Now let us understand. See here this triangle. This speed is the rate of change of the position of an object. Speed is equal to distance divided by time, and it is measured in units of meter per second or kilometer per hour. Now, what do we mean by distance? Distance is the interval between 2 points of position. Distance is equal to time multiplied by speed, and distance is measured in units of kilometers or meters. Now let us see time. Time is a limited period or interval as between two successive events. Time is equal to distance divided by speed, and it measures in unit of seconds or hours. Now we can understand from this position that when distance and time is given, we can find speed by distance dividing by time. We can find distance by multiplying speed and time. We can find time by dividing distance with speed. To find speed, distance is over time in the triangle. It's like this. So, speed is distance divided by time. To find distance, speed is beside time in the triangle. So, distance equals to speed multiplied by time. You can see here, speed multiplied by time. To find time, distance is, in the triangle you can see distance, speed and time. And if we want to find time, we know distance divided by speed. The distance between Delhi and Jaipur is 250 km. A bus starts from Delhi at 6 am and reaches Jaipur at 11 am. Find the speed of the bus. Now let us find out the speed of the bus. The distance between Delhi and Jaipur as given is 250 km. Time taken by the bus is, we'll find out from the time given. 11 am minus 6 am, that comes to 5 hours. So time is how much? 5 hours. And we have to find out the speed. Distance traveled in 1 hour. Per hour means 1 hour. So distance covered by bus divided by time taken by the bus. So distance traveled was 250 and time taken was 5 hours. So when we divide 250 by 5, we get 50 km per hour. Means distance traveled by the bus in 1 hour is its speed. Per hour means 1 hour. The distance covered by a moving object in a unit of time is its speed. Speed S equals to distance d divided by time t. When speed in kilometer per hour, then distance is in kilometer and time is in hours. When speed is in meter per second, it means distance is meter and time is in seconds. Thus, unit of speed depends upon units of distance and time. If the distance is measured in kilometer and time is measured in hours, then the speed will be kilometer per hour. If the distance is measured in meters and time is measured in hours, then the unit of speed will be meter per hour. If the distance is measured in meters and time is measured in minutes, the speed will have its unit as meter per minute. If distance is in meter and time is measured in seconds, the speed will have its unit as meter per second, because speed depends upon the units of distance and time. To express speed in different units. Now what happens, we know that there is a need of conversion of units from smaller to greater or greater to smaller. Often it is required to express speed in terms of smaller units like meter per minute or meter per second. For this, we need to know the following conversions. Let us see the conversion. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. 1 meter is equal to 1 by 1000 kilometer. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 1 minute is equal to 1 by 60 hour. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. 1 second is equal to 1 by 60 minutes. Now let us learn length metric table. Children, you are supposed to learn this table. This goes like, short forms you can take: milli, centi, deci, meter, deca, hecto, kilo, meter. So 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter, 10 centimeters is equal to 1 decimeter, 10 decimeters is equal to 1 meter, 10 meter is equal to 1 decameter, 10 decameters is equal to 1 hectometer, and 10 hectometers is equal to 1 kilometer. Now there is a method to use this metric table. Now when we go from greater unit to smaller unit, we multiply by tens, interval of tens. And when we convert smaller unit to greater unit, we divide by multiples of 10. This is the basic rule of metric table. And the basic way to learn this metric table is king, Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. So if you remember this, you can remember the table easily. Length conversion table. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. 1 kilometer is equal to 1 lakh centimeter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeter. 1 meter is equal to 1 by 1000 kilometer. 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter. 1 decimeter is equal to 1 by 10 meter. And 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 1 lakh kilometer. Time metric table. Actually, it is not metric table, but for your convenience, I have written time metric table. 1 minute equals to 60 seconds. 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. 1 day is equal to 24 hours. 1 week is equal to 7 days. 1 year is made up of 365 days. 1 year is also made up of 12 months. 1 leap year is made up of 366 days. Now let us learn about time conversion table. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 1 hour is equal to 60 into 60 seconds, or we can directly write 3600 seconds. 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. 1 minute is equal to 1 by 60 hours. 1 second is equal to 1 by 60 minutes. 1 second is equal to 1 by 3600 hours. Speed from kilometer per hour to meter per second. We are going to convert speed from kilometer per hour to meter per second. Now let us see here. 1 kilometer divided by 1 hour. Kilometer per hour means this only. Now 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter divided by 1 hour means 3600 seconds. Now 1000 meter divided by 3600 seconds. Now we'll cancel 0, 0, 0, 0, 2 5s are 10, 2 18s are 36. What we get is 5 by 18 meter per second. Means when we converted kilometer per hour into meter per second, what we got? 5 by 18 meter per second. See here. Now let us see conversion. We can convert speed from kilometer per hour to meter per second just by multiplying the given speed with 5 by 18. Now let us see an example. 72 kilometer per hour. We are going to convert this into meter per second. Now as per rule, we'll multiply with 5 by 18. Now 72 multiplied by 5 by 18, and what we get is 20 meter per second. 72 into 5 by 18. 3, 6. We are cancelling by 2. 9. 9 ones are 9. 9 fours are. 4 fives are 20. This is 20 meter per second. So 72 kilometer per hour. When it is converted to meter per second, that becomes 20 meter per second. Now let us see conversion of speed from meter per second to kilometer per hour. 1 meter per second equals to 1 by 1000 kilometer divided by 1 by 3600 hour. And that comes to 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. Now let us see speed from meter per second. When it is converted to kilometer per hour, we multiply the given speed by 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. Now let us see an example. 25 meter per second is converted into kilometer per hour by multiplying with 18 by 5. Twenty-five into 18 by 5. 5 ones are 5. 5 fives are 25. 5 eights are 40. 5 ones are 5 plus 4. 90. So this is 90 kilometer per hour. Means 25 meter per second is converted to kilometer per hour by multiplying by 18 by 5. So we got 90 kilometer per hour. Let us see example 1. If a car travels 300 kilometer in 6 hours, find its speed. It's very simple. We have to just put the values in the formula. Total time taken 6 hours, distance travels 300 kilometer. We know speed is equal to distance upon time. So 300 divided by 6 equals to 50 kilometer per hour. So 300 kilometer divided by 6 hours. 6 5s are 30, 1 0. So that is 50 kilometer per hour is the speed. Per hour means in 1 hour. Means the car is covering 50 kilometer in 1 hour. You can see example 2 and 3. Now let us come to example 4. Shruti ran a distance of 200 meter in 50 seconds. Find her speed in kilometer per hour. Simply what we have to do is we have to convert that second, meter per second into kilometer per hour. So let us see the solution. Distance travelled by Shruti is 200 meter. Time taken by Shruti is 50 seconds. Now speed of Shruti will be distance upon time. Distance is 200 meters by 50 seconds. That comes to 4 meter per second. Now we have to convert this meter per second into kilometer per hour. So what we are going to do? We are going to multiply this 4 with 18 by 5 and it will be converted into kilometer per hour. 4 into 18 by 5. So 4 8s are 32. 4 1s are 4 plus 3 7. 72 by 5. And when you divide 72 by 5, that comes to 14.4 kilometer per hour. So this is her speed in kilometer per hour. Now come to example 5. The speed of a car is 80 kilometer per hour. Find its speed in meter per second. Now we have to convert this kilometer per hour speed into meter per second speed. Now let us see the solution. Speed of car is 80 kilometer per hour and we have to convert this into meter per second. So what we are going to do? We are going to multiply 80 with 5 by 18 and that becomes 200 by 9 meter per second, which equals to 22.2 meter per second. Let us see. This is 80 kilometer per hour. We are converting it into meter per second. So we'll multiply by 5 by 18. Now let us cancel this. 2 9s are 18. 2 40s are. So this becomes 200 divided by 9 and that equals to 22.2 meter per second. So 80 kilometer per second per hour is converted into meter per second, which equals to 22.2 meter per second. So this is all about the introduction of speed, distance and time. We'll learn more about speed, distance, and time in our next module. Thank you, children. Have a great day.